I spoke earlier today with Darren Haynes, sports director of the CBS station in D.C., WUSA-9, about Mitchell's impact as a pioneer player, executive, and philanthropist.
You can't really ignore when you have a guy who's a Hall of Famer that we say that we overlooked him. So the fact that he's a Hall of Famer and has been a Hall of Famer for years pretty much signs on the dotted line that he's not overlooked, or we don't think he's overrated or anything like that.
Now, Bobby, not only a great player, the only one in league history with more than 7,500 yards receiving and 2,500 rushing, but he was also assistant GM there for the Skins' 3 Super Bowl title teams. How much did players like Doug Williams value his opinion and guidance there at Redskins Park?
Well, like you just mentioned, Doug Williams. I mean, Doug Williams loved the fact that there was an African American in the front office. When Doug Williams joined the Redskins organization and he went into the office, this is a true story, he looked and he saw Bobby Mitchell, and he was just shocked out of his mind because he has never seen something like that before, an African American in the front office. And what also made Doug Williams feel so comfortable was the fact that there is someone who looks like him, who cares about him, who makes decisions with that organization. And Bobby Mitchell and Doug Williams, they had plenty of conversations on how you should handle yourself, how do you conduct yourself when there's racism coming at you left and right, because Doug Williams says that he went through it as well. So that was huge that Bobby Mitchell was in the front office of the Washington Redskins. I'm sure it helped out more than just Doug Williams.
Well, in addition to being a great player and member of the front office, Bobby held a charity golf tournament each year that helped fund the battle against leukemia. Darren, what does it say about Bobby that so many legends, Jim Brown, Deacon Jones, Marion Motley, Oscar Robertson, Bill Russell among them, would flock to participate strictly because it was thrown by Bobby?
It's great to hear you mention those big names that care so much about the community. I kind of have this saying, I'll be a fool to not give back to the community that raised me. And Bobby Mitchell was one of those individuals that wanted to give back to the community. And he had some of the biggest names who were fighting for their civil rights, who were fighting for that black people are important, all around him to help out. Just speaks volumes as far as in the impact that Bobby Mitchell made back then and still now, because that legacy still lives on.
Yeah, proud legacy indeed. Our thanks to Darren Haynes, who really touched on the impact of Bobby Mitchell that he had on the nation's capital and the DMV area. Not just as a Hall of Fame player, Laverne, although he was certainly one of the great stars that truly made the city of Washington, D.C. a Redskins town. Again, Bobby Mitchell, gone at the age of 84, but as Darren Haynes just mentioned, his legacy lives on.